Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tapping into Abundant Success. Today's episode is all about alchemizing your money blocks. Get excited, right? Excited. This level of transformation is what changes lives. Okay, so don't take this as one of those, oh, I'm not going to bother listening to this. There's no point in me doing that work. There is every point in you doing this work. There is every point in you listening to this podcast episode today because you deserve to have that change that you are seeking. As a spiritual entrepreneur, you will often be giving things away way more than you should do. Why? Because you are a heart-centered person. You want what's best for everybody else. But ultimately, we have to have some boundaries in place, right? Those boundaries need to cultivate the success that you desire. And if they don't, then we have got some work to do, right? So today we're going to dive in. I'm not going to be holding back on anything. We are going to be literally helping you shift, right? Because you deserve to shift. You deserve to feel better. You deserve to step into your leadership. You deserve to build your business on a more solid foundation. Okay. So whether you are a seasoned entrepreneur and you've been out there earning 6, 7, and 8 figures, doesn't matter, because you still have to come back to the basics. We still have to do this energetic work. We still have to do the mindset. We still need to work on the upper limits. We still need to understand the stories that we're spinning on repeat in our minds. But more importantly, we have to keep coming back and doing this so that we can consistently evolve. Now, I'm on a bit of a mission right now, so bear with me. My mission right now is to help as many people as I possibly can raise their energetic vibration in terms of financial success. Okay, that's what Tapping into Abundant Success podcast is all about. It's about finding that inspiration. It's about finding your inner truth. It's about finding that opportunity to go, oh gosh, that's just motivated me. I'm going to take some action now and I'm going to move forward because I can. Now, listen to those words, because I can. Mindset is such a big thing in the world, and you will often hear gurus and big coaches and people out there going, oh, mindset is everything. But you know, I'm still going to come back to the same story of that is bullshit. Okay, you cannot change your mind if you do not change your energy. If you do not change that energy that's feeding your mind, you're going to repeat and stay unstuck. This is why affirmations don't work for most people. This is why people telling themselves, oh, I'm really confident, and going into that toxic positivity bullshit lands them in a state of depression and burnout and exhaustion, right? So let's elevate this to the next level. Okay, we are going next level. You are going next level. And why? Because you deserve it. You fucking deserve so much more. Okay. Now, if you are a 6, 7, or 8 figure business owner, the reason you are there is because you have done this work before, right? But I can guarantee those that have gone on that journey have also reached upper limits. Now, I'm not here to say, well, if you're in this area, this is what you need to do. And if you're in that area, this is standard right across the board. Every time you reach an upper limit, we have to deal with the stuff that comes up within that upper limit to help you break through. My mission is to help you break through. The more spiritual entrepreneurs we get out there doing their thing, sharing their message, transformation, bringing the world closer together, community, unity, and compassion, the better the world is going to be. And I, for one, know I want to be in that world. I want to be in that kind of world. So come and join me. Come and get involved. Come and share this energy with me, right? Let's do this. Let's level up. Taking a deep breath and let's get ready. So, alchemizing your money blocks. Let's make it happen. How do we do it though? Right? How do we alchemize our money blocks when we are in a place of fear, scarcity, lack? Could be fear of loss if you've got it and then losing it. It could be fear of never being able to achieve it. It can be fear of anything at all that comes up for you, right? Let's just put that fear into a story. Let's create a story with that, okay? Now, it could be my money blocks are because I can't attract clients. It could be my money blocks are because I had a shitty childhood. My money blocks are, right? As soon as you say my money blocks are, you're raising your awareness to those money blocks. But I am also going to pull you up. You are not to use this story as a way of re-victimizing yourself and staying stuck with it. You're sharing the story. You are being aware of this story to help you shift. So here's some quick client case studies of why I'm doing this work that I do today. One of my clients came to me earlier this year. she's a high profile CEO, multimillionaire companies, and she didn't want to work in the CEO corporate America anymore. She wanted to be a spiritual entrepreneur. Amazing psychic, amazing medium, and healer. She works with Reiki. She works with other modalities, but more importantly, she works with spirit. But what was she struggling to do? She was struggling to get clients. She was struggling financially. Why? Because of the beliefs she had in her mind, because of the stories she was telling herself, but more importantly, because of how she saw herself. And this is something that I see every single freaking day. And when I say every single freaking day, I mean every single freaking day. Struggling with money mindset because you're putting yourself as your business. Ultimately, yes, you are your business. Your business wouldn't exist without you. But more importantly, you are not the business. The business is just a vehicle to help you achieve some goals that you want to do. Okay? It does not define who you are. So that's number one. Number two is this client story came with, I can't attract clients. No one wants to work with me. People don't want to pay me. But yet she was in a corporate world earning multiple 5-figure months. So of course, there's a misalignment with the belief that's coming in there. And what is the belief? Nobody will personally pay me to share my gifts, share my magic, share my amazingness, right? I don't want that for you. And I didn't want it for her. So within 1 hour, we did some magic. We created some real magic. 3 hours later, after her session, she messages me, Vicki, I've just onboarded 3 new clients. Boom, there you go. What did we do that was different? Did we stay in the victim mindset? No. Did we acknowledge the mindset that was coming forward? Yes. Then we took it a step deeper. Where is that mindset coming from? And what is the energy that's showing up? So grab your pens, grab your papers, write this down, feel into it, close your eyes, feel into your body, right? What bullshit stories is my mind feeding me, which is mainly the ego? And 2, where am I feeling that in my body? Where is that showing up for me? Is that showing up for me in terms of in my stomach? Is it showing up for me in my hips? Is it showing up for me in my shoulders? Where am I feeling this energy that's telling me that I can't achieve what I want to achieve, or I can't have what I want to have, right? Feel into that. What is happening? Raising awareness, detaching from it as being you, just observing that this is an energy that's showing up in your body, that's feeding your mind a lot of shite right now, okay? Damn, I'm really pleased that I have a filter on because something really terrible came out of my mouth then. But maybe we should just go there. Let's just go there. Okay. Stop allowing your bullshit beliefs to constipate you and find your flow. There you go. We have it. We are now officially talking shit that's stuck in your body. Okay. Now we're going to move forward, right? So step 1's always about raising awareness. What belief am I holding? What story am I telling myself? And then move forward. Okay. Step 2. Who would I be without it? I want to really sit with that. Really, really, really sit with that thought. Who the fuck would I be if I didn't hold these fears, these doubts, these stories? How would my body feel? How would my mind feel? What would my life look like? Feel into that. Some people can't feel into it because they're in tunnel vision of all the things they can't have. They've got stuck in that mindset of, well, what's the point? I can't have what I want anyway. And that's no fun. But again, going back to that awareness, just being aware, completely and utterly aware, right? So then we've got the next steps. And what are the next steps? So let's regroup on the steps we've already taken. Understanding what your mind and your body is telling you in terms of your money, your clients, your business development, your sales. Be mindful of that, because it all comes back to one thing, right? Now, this is what always makes me laugh, okay? And I've done it myself, and I do it with myself on a regular basis, and I do have these conversations with my coach, and she'll often remind me, Vicki, are you falling into victim energy or are you falling into leadership energy? Which energy are you choosing? It's like, oh gosh, sometimes I just want to have a bit of a bitch and a moan and just someone to hold that space for me, right? Don't always want to step straight into fix, but actually it's not about fixing, it's about understanding. Okay, and this is where I want you to really cultivate that I do understand, I am safe, all is okay, and everything is going to be magical. When you step into that, that's when everything changes. So understand your story. Choose your next steps. What are the next steps? Who would you be without these fears, limitations, beliefs? And then dreaming bigger, right? So what is it I actually do want? Now, for so many years, and it started all the way back when I was doing my virtual assistant business, and people would say to me, but what do you want, Vicki? And I'd be like, I don't know. Like, what do you mean you don't know? How can you be in business and not know what you want? I was like, well, I know what I want in terms of, I want to have a business that pays the bills and gives me a life with my children. That's what I want. They're like, yeah, but that's not enough. What? What do you mean that's not enough? So a little bit of a backstory here. I was told I had never lived a life that I could create. I had lived a life that was dictated to me, and I lived a life that was of service to others, always of service to others, never about what I want, never about what I need, never about my choices. And that happened from a very early age for me. I was the dreamer, I was the living in fairyland, I was the chatterbox, I was the too big for my boots, I was all of those things. So I learned that I just had to follow along, do what everyone else needed me to do. And then I became a teenage mum. So as far as I was concerned, I didn't have a life in terms of working towards things I wanted. I just raised my children and worked and provided for them. That was what I was doing. So when someone came at me and said, Vicki, what do you want? I seized up inside, because I did not know how to answer that question. I had no fucking idea. Well, Vicki, dream big, allow yourself to be creative, allow yourself to, break free of the limitations of your mind. Come on, let's do it. Let's get you excited. Let's find something that you really want to do. And I was like, I don't know. You're asking me something I can't give you the answer to, because I genuinely just don't know. That was the biggest wake-up call of my fucking life. And then as I progressed forward, I was always hearing people going, focus on what you do want, focus on what you do want, especially if you're into law of attraction, manifestation, which as a spiritual entrepreneur, I can guarantee you will be, right? So you're looking at all these different things, you're listening to all these external sources and going, focus on what you do want, focus on what you do want. And I'm like, what do you mean focus? I am focusing on what I do want. But I tell you now, I was not focusing on what I did want. I was still living in a highly anxious state, survival, and my fear-based mind was ruling my reality. So how the fuck do you change that, right? How do you overcome that? This is where we get to alchemize, okay? Awareness, being truthful with yourself, opening up that journal and saying, what do I want? And being really honest with yourself. If you don't know, it's okay not to know. For anyone out there who might be struggling right now, it's okay to not know what you want. It's okay to not have clarity. It's okay to not see the wood through the trees. But for God's sake, go and get yourself some help, right? Get yourself some help to unpick that, to find out why you're stuck, why you can't see what you do want. This is your life. This is your mission. This is your purpose. Everything is in your hands and your control. And we have to elevate and get you out of that state. I can't reclaim my power, because yes, you can with the right help. Just like my client did. She came in, she felt disempowered, she felt afraid, she didn't know the next step, she didn't know how she was going to move forward, run masterclasses, run group coaching programs, and proving to herself that she could do it. And ultimately, that's what she needed in that moment. But she came off a 1-hour call and went and onboarded 3 new clients. That's it, 3 new clients from a 0. 1 hour was all she needed. So let's get back to money. Your money story needs to start with what you do want, okay? Not just in terms of cash in the bank, not just in terms of, excuse me, by the end of this year. I'm talking big, right? Go big. Go big or go home. You get it, right? Go big or go home. Well, let's elevate that to the next level. Let's go 1 step forward, okay? What is that 1 step forward? Dreaming big, knowing what you want, strategizing and taking action, okay? What about the strategy? The strategy is going to be this. 1, you're working on your inner being, you're working on your energy, clearing out anything that's no longer serving you, choosing every single day to commit to leveling up your vibration, leveling up the love that you have for yourself over anything else. Self-love will cultivate results. That's a key a lot of people won't share with you. That is something a lot of people don't understand. You're a spiritual entrepreneur. You need self-love to be able to succeed. The deeper you go with self-love, the stronger and the more successful you will be. If you keep putting value in external sources such as money, your money blocks will not move forward. You have to love yourself first. And even if it's just a little bit every day, okay? So one of the quickest things I do is I use EFT and I tap into what I want to feel. I literally use the hands, the body, and my mind and my voice to tell me what I do want. What do I want? I want success. I want freedom. I want inner peace. God, that is priceless. Inner peace is absolutely priceless, right? So that's what I want. So I will then cultivate that into things of I embody all that I am. I embody my desires. I embody my strength. I embody. That is how you alchemize. Because you release, you acknowledge, you release, you bring yourself back into balance, you get back into your yin and your yang, you get back into your center, you're elevating, you're flowing. That's it. Then you let go. What does it mean when you let go? It means you can have what you want. So, alchemizing your money blocks. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? And how do you want to see it? Now, most people will say, well, let's just do a baby step, right? Let's do a baby step. And this was a conversation we had in my Fast Track Business Accelerator last week, actually. So this is a really good thing to all come up at once, right? If I was to say, well, I want, say, £2.5 million income every single year, right? If you want £2.5 million every single year, but you're not earning 10K months yet, you're kind of a little bit pushing your limits, right? And that's how most people would perceive it. Here is something I would welcome you to do. Don't just look at your small monthly income. Actually work towards receiving the bigger picture. Because I guarantee you this, if you don't feel comfortable receiving your smaller income now, there's no way in a million years you're going to feel comfortable having that bigger figure. So we've got to get you alchemized in that state. It's safe for me to receive. But instead of doing the work for the small figure, we do the work for the bigger figure. We're collapsing time. We're moving forward. We're shifting. We're elevating. We're growing. Go for the bigger figure first. If that is what you truly want and that is what you desire, don't play small. Play fucking big. And do the energetic work to allow yourself to have, to hold, to receive, and to be in the energy of that bigger goal, whether it be 7, 8 figures, whether it be just 6 figures, doesn't matter. Alchemize your mind, alchemize your body, and alchemize your existence into having that big thing. Because you will then build the small things very, very quickly. Okay? But you've got to stay, safety and stabilization is going to come first. So how do we do that? We become aware, we alchemize, we repeat, and we keep going. Sorry, I missed a step. We become aware, we alchemize, we embody, and we keep going. And you keep going. And you keep going until you get there. That's how you do it. So take that away with you today. Think about it. Right? Go and think about that bigger goal. Come and think about that. Oh, gosh, that's my dream income, but I'm only working towards this. So this was the conversation. One of my clients said, oh, I want to earn, my dream income is 2.5 million a year. Okay, great. Perfect. Love it. So, and then he said, okay, shall I work for the smaller numbers first? I'm like, no, just no. Yes, working on those smaller numbers is going to build you up. But then you're doing the baby steps to not having what you truly desire. But the baby steps are not actually, it's going to make it harder for you to receive. So go for the big fucking scary audacious goal first. Get your body centered and grounded to receiving that. Because everything that you are avoiding in receiving that larger income, you're going to be doing it in the smaller income anyway. So just keep alchemizing the bigger one and you will have it. It will come. But more importantly, you're not going to stay stuck at limiting yourself to the smaller numbers. And I hear it a lot, especially with the money mindset and the sales and the business development. Well, if I just work towards receiving that first, then I can move up to the bigger step. Okay, great. If that's how you want to do it, that's fine. There's no judgment. But you could save yourself a lot of fucking time by alchemizing the bigger numbers first. And then the smaller numbers feel even easier. So that's one way you can alchemize your money blocks. Now, before we wrap this up, I want to do a quick EFT round with you and to enable you to tap into what you do want, okay? Just quick, just punchy, just something to elevate your spirit today, to go and get you motivated, to get you out there, to take some fucking action. We're going to do the action right here, right now. So if you've never done EFT with me before, that's okay. Just know that EFT is emotional freedom technique. It's energy psychology. And more importantly, it's going to help you elevate, okay? So let's do that. Let's shift. Right, so we're going to use the side of the hand, which is here, and then we're going to start tapping around the points on the body, and we're going to move you energetically to receiving more of what you do want. So you just follow along, repeat with me, and afterwards drink plenty of water. If anything comes up for you, come and find me on the socials and let me know what's happening, and I'll see if I can assist. Oh, actually, I'll come back to that. Right, so tapping on the side of the hand. And repeat this setup phrase with me. Even though I have all these stories, beliefs, experiences as to why I cannot have what I want, I choose to deeply and completely open to the possibility of alchemizing my money blocks and stepping into abundance. And again on the setup phrase, even though I have all these limiting beliefs, stories, experiences. That tell me I can't have what I want. And make me feel powerless to money. I choose to deeply and completely love and accept all of me anyway. Even though it's not always easy for me to recognize the money blocks, the stories, the beliefs. And I do get stuck in the experiences, the fears, the doubts, the limitations. I choose to deeply and completely love and accept all of me anyway. And take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then we're going to go to the eyebrow. Releasing the disempowerment side of the eye. That's something I can do today. Under the eye. I can get unstuck. Under the nose. I can choose another way. Chin. I can choose to level up. Collarbone. I can choose to overpower all those doubts and fears under the arm. I can see them for what they are. Top of the head. It's just an energy. Eyebrow. I can see them for what they are. Side of the eye. It's just an energy. Under the eye. I can let go. Under the nose. I can change my story. Chin. Even on the days when it feels like I can't. Collarbone. Just by tapping, I'm opening to the possibility that I can change my story starting today. Under the arm. I choose to alchemize my money blocks. Top of the head. Releasing the energies that keep them stuck. Eyebrow. Choosing a different story. Side of the eye. Leveling up my energy. Under the eye. Stepping into attraction mode. Under the nose. Releasing the chase. Chin. Who would I be if I didn't chase it? Collarbone. Embodying all that I do desire. Under the arm. And releasing all that no longer serves me. Top of the head. I embody all that I desire. Eyebrow. I release all that no longer serves me. Side of the eye. I awaken my being to receiving more. Under the eye. It's safe for me to receive all I desire. Nose. It's safe for me to receive. Chin. I release the money blocks. Collarbone. I open my heart to receiving more. And take a deep breath. And a deep breath out. Give yourself permission today to alchemize your money blocks. Step into your power. Focus on how you're feeling. Has something shifted? Do you feel lighter? Do you feel ready to reclaim your power? Level up as the entrepreneur that you really are? Taking action? And just remember, you don't have to do this alone. I chose to do it alone for a very long time. It was what I needed. But when I allowed myself to really open the door and receive help to change my story, to try new things, everything changed. And you can too. Thank you for listening to another episode of Tapping into Abundant Success. My name is Vicki Chisholm. I am a psychic transformation coach. I enable spiritual entrepreneurs to unlock abundance. I'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to come and follow me on social media. You can join my free Facebook community, the Spiritual Entrepreneur Growth Group. You can also join me on Instagram, the Spiritual Entrepreneur Hub. And don't forget, check out the show notes. There's plenty of magic in there for you too. Speak to you soon.